All right. Yesterday was a big day. I pulled the trigger and I ordered the vines. So that means we are on the clock. So today I'm going to start marking out where these rows are. We have not made a final decision yet on soil preparation in terms of tilling or using a mini excavator to maybe dig down 3 or 4 feet and just kind of loosen up the soil. I'm not sure we have any hard pan really of significance here. We may have seen some in another area of the property that was maybe 2.5 feet down, but we'll see where we're going to go with that. But for now, I'm just going to mark out where the rows are going to be so we can kind of see where we might want to maybe dig down a test hole and see what it's like down there. So anyway, exciting. Got to get going. May 12th, that's when my vines are supposed to be shipped. So I bought myself enough time that hopefully we can get everything ready. Post, wire, irrigation. Talk to you later. Well, clearly got some debris pickup to do. Maybe with the wheelbarrow, get all the big stuff out of here. It looks like everything on the scale is right, so I'm going to start putting in some stakes where the end posts will be for each of these grapevine rows. They're going to be separated 8 feet apart, and then the wire between the posts will be set at 6 feet at the top. So that'll give me enough room between the rows to mow or and access these vines. So anyway, carry on. So one of the things you'll notice is I'm heaving for air all the time in these videos. I'm in terrible shape. I could go get the magic shot. I could get a gym membership. I can maybe drink less wine, less soda, barbecue a little less. But the secret here is that I'm using this project and putting my money into this and hoping it will not only give me a great hobby and some homemade wine in the end, but shed a few pounds doing this episode. So this is a lot more fun than showing up at the gym, at least for me. Anyway, everything's looking great. I'll be putting in stakes on the other side of this row. And then we've got 12 more rows over here on the other side of this little alleyway or pathway that I've left for using a truck or a four-wheeler or whatever I want to use while I'm working the vineyard. So I wouldn't put past me to have a fire pit in here somewhere or some horseshoes set up for the summer. It's not going to happen by itself. I got to get after it. So I've got the south side staked now. 20 rows. When you look across the way, you should be able to see the other stakes that line up with these, north to south. The ground is dried out. It's actually quite nice walking out here now. Still waiting for my soil sample test. I'm expecting a higher pH and perhaps some, lacking in some things like magnesium or things that I can amend in the soil as I plant, but we shall see. Excited to get those results back. All right, let's talk varieties a little bit. I'm going to share more details on those later, but as I said earlier, I placed an order. We're on the clock. Those are coming on May 12th. Hoping to have everything in place here. I'm kind of doing things out of order. Technically, you should get your site prepared the year before you plant, and you should order your plants 18 to 24 months in advance, because you might be ordering varieties that you want certain rootstocks on for the soils you have, or other things that you're trying to mitigate. For me, I have clay type soil. It's not really bad clay, but there is clay there, and my pH is probably a little high, a little alkaline, so there's a particular rootstock that does well in those conditions, dry clay, alkaline soils. For the varieties, I've got a 60-40 mix. I've got a 60% of my varieties are USDA zone 6 or lower, all the way down to 3. According to USDA map, my climate here is zone 6B and 7A. I'm kind of right in that area. I have a hard time believing zone 7, but nonetheless, about 40% of my varieties are zone 7 grapes. So I will have some winter scares to deal with, and maybe have some things I can do in the winter to try and protect them, the roots down at the bottom. I have made multiple trips down to the wine festival down in Colorado and seen the grapes that they're growing there. And I may have stated in an earlier video, but yearly climates almost mirror each other for Palisade, Colorado, and Grantsville, Utah. That being said, there's microclimate conditions. My soil's different. They are growing all kinds of vinifera, which are the European variety grapes, all over down there, as well as French American hybrids, and maybe even some Native American grapes as well. But anyway, based on that, I feel like I should have similar chances of success as they are having down there at their vineyards and wineries. So, but I didn't want to be all in, so a little over half of this will be safer for the cold, and then the other 40% or so are going to kind of be right on that line, and we're just going to hope for the best. Maybe only 1 in 10 years will there be a really bad winter event that impacts me, but we'll see. Talk to you later. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Shit, that sucks. Start over. Hell, put that in the outtake. Shit, Heather, I need to write all this down and practice. I need to come up with something I'm going to say when I lose it. Take 2. And I don't know where I'm going with this, for the hell's sakes. They're testing. Jesus Christ. God, I hate this. Heather, I've got to write a script. Let's see how this thing works. Is it following me? I don't think it's following me. I think I've seen Heather have this problem.
Oh, why are you fucking tracking me? I don't want you to track me. Oh, it's tracking me. Why? Don't track me!
Oh, now it's track enabled. We don't need to show them that blue truck. Can you hear those birds on this audio? They're going to be my mortal enemy in about 3 years. This is a facial hair check. Want to know if I can see it? Might be time to shave. Jesus Christ, I hate this, Heather.